You are listening to 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. All right, welcome everybody to another exciting edition of 5 Star Podcast. I will remember the name of this podcast eventually after 9 episodes, but here we are. Welcome.
Almost at double digits.
I know.
Almost.
You know what double digits is going to be? The WrestleMania special.
Ty Dillinger. 10.
Oh, yeah, we should get that.
Sean Spears.
Sean Spears.
All right, so before we get into everything, I've got a few announcements to make.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
I wanted to congratulate Bret the Hitman Hart and Natalya Neidhart on the announcement that the Hart Foundation version 1, which was Bret Hart and Natalya's father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Of course, we all know it's going to be a very emotional outing for Natalya. It's going to be big time for her.
Good for Bret Hart for outliving all of them.
Right?
It's surprising.
Wow.
He had a stroke. I mean, he's still here.
With that being said, congratulations to Joan Jett on being announced as a performer at WrestleMania. She's a legend in the business, and it's only fitting since it's the biggest match in history.
I don't give a damn about her reputation. I just want Ronda to lose.
Okay.
Oh,
Hot take.
Oh.
I wanted to take the time to discuss a couple of comic books. We don't usually do this on the podcast, but these are wrestling-related podcasts. And I mean,
yeah, not a podcast, Ed. It's a comic book.
Yeah, these are wrestling-related comic books.
This is perfect for Josh because he can't read. He can just look at the pictures.
That's actually great, yeah.
IDW Publishing has released G.L.O.W. #1, and G.L.O.W., for all you guys, stands for Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It is based off the Netflix series, which is also one of my favorites, and it was written by Teenie Howard and illustrated by Hannah Templer. The great thing about the comic book is it doesn't rehash any of the topics from the show. It kind of gives you new stories, sort of like the Rick and Morty comic.
Nice.
The other comic is from Boom Studios, and it's the 2019 edition of the WrestleMania special.
Ooh.
It's just basically a bunch of stories from different artists, different writers. There's a lot of them. One of my favorites on it, and I'll end it with this, is the Undertaker story, and it's about his first match with Kane. And they kind of take a fictional kind of turn with his story, creating him as a child and him being an Undertaker, and Kane being that pesky little brother who is going to ruin everything for him, and hence the reason the fire started.
They should make a movie like that. That'd be so cool.
Wouldn't that be awesome? And Paul Bearer is kind of playing that guy who's getting into the Undertaker's head.
They need to make a movie.
Right?
WWE Studios, get on it.
No, don't let them do it.
Yeah, let somebody else do it.
That's the
Look at Fighting with My Family.
The majority of their WWE Studios films are tough. Let Netflix take it for like a couple episode special.
Let The Rock narrate it.
Why not? Yeah.
Let The Rock narrate it.
Why?
And make it like he met Kane, and that's the reason why he was in the WWE.
Kane, a young Bergen victim.
Yeah.
Oh, it's The Rock. Do your promo.
Oh, man. All right, now it's time to wish some happy birthdays. Obviously, from today's opening day, March 28th, and all the way until the day before WrestleMania weekend. And I want to wish some happy birthdays to Mustafa Ali, because I will not just call him Ali. Nope.
Muhammad Ali.
Right, Muhammad Ali.
Oh, the boxer.
Happy birthday to Mr. IRS Mike Rotunda, who is also Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas's father.
Congrats to Bray Wyatt.
On the baby, yep, him and JoJo.
Baby Nash. With a G?
The K.
K,
okay.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Not even better.
No.
Right. Happy birthday to Mr. Trent Beretta. Happy birthday to Randy Orton, Sawyer Fulton, Lance Storm, Chelsea Green, Diamond Dallas Page, and finally on April 5th, Miss Charlotte Flair.
What about Mr. Perfect? It's his birthday today, too.
I didn't count the dead guys, to be honest, but
Oh
Kazumaga's birthday is on there. You know. Hey, I wanted living guys on this.
Oh my god.
All right, well, enough about that.
What about Devin's birthday?
Happy birthday, Devin.
That's in November.
All right, we're gonna get into this. This is Juicy Josh's 5-star moments of Raw and SmackDown.
Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! Juicy Josh's top 5 for Raw this week. I got Finn Balor beating Bobby Lashley and Jinder Mahal to earn himself Intercontinental title match at Mania. I like that Finn won. I don't like the whole him versus Bobby thing. I mean, we've seen it.
I don't want that.
Well, you know what makes me upset is the fact that we've been led to believe that something big was going to happen for Finn Balor, and this is what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah,
Become
just a demon.
Become the demon and win the IC title?
I guess.
That's not a Mania moment.
Maybe he does something at the end of Mania or at the end of the Rollins match and turns. Maybe, I don't know.
It's such like a B-level pay-per-view match. I love Finn to death, but
Finn is not
it's the least exciting match on the card.
I agree, and as much as I'm not the hugest Finn Balor fan, he's not a B-plus player by any means necessary.
But I think I'm gonna say that Bobby versus Finn will be a pretty good match. Bobby did well in TNA. I think he'll do well enough that they actually give him time to really showcase his ability to go against smaller guys. So hopefully they highlight that and Finn does his thing.
I just don't get it.
No, I don't either.
This man beat Roman Reigns last year on pay-per-view.
This man beat Seth Rollins to become the first ever Universal Champion.
I'm talking about Lashley. I'm saying he needs to be somewhere. He needs to just. I don't know.
I think he's gonna have to.
I don't get it.
He's gonna have to win like the Money in the Bank or something.
Listen, as much as I like Bobby, and I can't even say I like Bobby Lashley. Like okay, he's there. He's kind of there, and I feel
bad saying this, but I'd rather have Bobby versus Leo. I'd be more excited for that and have Finn go do something else, and that's terrible.
Yeah,
that is a terrible because it's a terrible idea.
Or Bobby versus
Leo?
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. I don't want to see Bobby Lashley kill Leo Rush.
I think they would give Leo offense. I think it would be. He's the same size as Finn.
I want to see the debut of Stokely at Mania.
See, I think Bobby Lashley should be with Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing soon. I hope so because they would be.
Did you guys? Not to interrupt, but did you see that Robbie E is a manager?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like the AEW owner or something, or the Jaguars owner. I don't know who he's supposed to be, but he's supposed to they're playing off like AEW.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, is that what you were wondering what he was?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the hell that was all about.
But I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what people were saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting.
All right, my number 4 is Kurt Angle, his final Boston match, going against Samoa Joe.
Oh, hey, you were there.
Oh, I was, but we'll get to that. Because that is something that I'll talk about in a minute.
Oh boy, I forgot
that was a long pause.
Yeah, the build-up.
All right, so it was a good match. Angle fucked up a little bit, and it seemed like he lost feeling in his arm for a minute when he fell down. But it's time for him to go.
It is definitely time. And unfortunately, he's going to go out on his back to Baron Corbin.
I don't think that's going to be the match.
Cena.
I don't even know if that's going to be. Like, I was hoping for Cena to come out or something.
They'll do it the week before.
I'm a little...
Like, how are you going to have Baron Corbin lose to Apollo Crews the night Angle introduces him as his final Mania opponent?
That was crazy.
Like, and then Baron beat him this week, but still.
It can't be. I don't want... Angle versus Corbin and Finn versus Lashley are just those are terrible Mania matches. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Angle versus AJ and Angle versus Joe, those are Mania matches. We're getting those for free. And they saved the free TV match for Mania. It's backwards.
Overall, I'm going to be honest, I think this is a poorly planned WrestleMania. Like, I just think the build-up has just been absolute shit.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think the build-up's a problem. I think it's
two
lackluster
listen.
matches.
So Kofi Kingston gets the build-up he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Everybody's excited about that match. Okay? Seth and Brock has been kind of like put on the back burner thanks to Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky.
I mean, when's the last time you saw a women's match showcased over everything else? That's
No,
incredible.
I get it. But we're supposed to be championing behind Seth Rollins
bring the
title back.
We can't give equal excitement to the three main matches.
Well,
Everybody's gonna go
but
gravitate to one.
But that's the thing is that you're supposed.
You
If you're
think
gonna have a
there's too
triple
many?
main event,
You think there's too many?
there's too many. If you're gonna have a triple main event, then you've got to be able to pull it off.
You have so many, but WWE signs so many stars that like you can't not like. You only have 3 hours on one show and 2 hours on the other, and you're separately showcasing everybody.
Well, Lesnar only has to appear once a year.
Yeah, so
it's
it's
kind of
just-
hard.
Lesnar as WWE champion is just it's not.
But
the
see,
right
but
move
that's
right
what
now.
I think.
Yeah.
He screwed up that whole thing.
It was fun in the beginning, but now it's
Yeah,
just
but I mean,
uh,
like
It's
there's
just
no,
a long
but there's no,
joke, but it's gonna be over in a couple weeks.
but that's the thing. There's no build up because he's not there. Like Paul, I'm sorry,
have
I
next
love
week.
Paul Heyman.
We have next week.
I know, but I love Paul Heyman. But Heyman is not Lesnar. Heyman's not going to get into the ring and fight Seth Rollins.
Did we talk about possible spoilers on here or no? Because I heard one about the Brock versus Rollins match. That
I mean, we could talk about it.
I mean, they're talking about maybe a former or a current MMA UFC fighter coming to the ring and costing Brock the title. You guys think that could happen?
I'd love to see that.
I mean, it makes sense. I don't think Seth can't beat Brock one-on-one.
Yeah.
He can't. In my opinion, there has to be some sort of interference. Seth
Yeah, but Roman Reigns did it.
No, yeah. but
Reigns
that's
has 100 pounds on. I know it's not realistic, but that's Reigns. Reigns can beat Lesnar one-on-one. Cena.
But Rollins
Cena,
can also beat Reigns one-on-one.
I mean, Rey Mysterio beat the Big Show. Anything.
Yeah,
can
why
happen.
not? Rey Mysterio also beat Kevin Nash.
Yes,
And he
Are those both WCW?
He's small
Yeah.
package Samoa Joe.
I guess that was a tag team
Oh,
match.
speaking of
They-
that,
And
Uh,
Kofi
fucking-
Kingston small packaged him.
Yeah, and Kurt Angle this week.
Yes,
This is awful.
there was a thread on Reddit about why Joe keeps losing like this, and I was like, I've been saying that. It's so weird.
Well, let Juicy Josh keep going because I guarantee there's something on his top 5 of Raw that we're going to address as well.
I got my number 3 moment is Ricochet and Aleister Black beating the Revival.
Thank you very much for mentioning that because that was my next problem. Literally, when is the last time you've seen tag team champions consistently lose on a weekly basis?
I mean, Samoa Joe's losing on a weekly basis. They're not building their title holders.
That's what I mean. This is fucking awful.
The Revival's so good. They have great matches every week. I keep on reading on Twitter and stuff that they're having great matches with Gable and Rude, and that people want that. But there's also people saying that they want Mojo and Gronk, so I don't know if I trust everybody. The Revival's one of the best old school style teams that I've seen in the past 10 years.
Besides, and I'm going to say this, besides the Usos, right, who I think are one of the best tag teams in
they're
WWE.
more current
But what I'm saying is, besides the Usos, the Revival is probably the other great tag team. I would seriously look forward, at Survivor Series, to see the Usos versus the Revival, right? That's a match that needs to happen. So why are you having the Revival lose on a weekly basis, only to have them win at a pay-per-view?
I mean, you got to showcase Ricochet and
I
Aleister Black as the
I
guys
get it,
who
but
are
have
in
it-
the Dusty Rhodes Classic. But
I get it, but you don't have to have any of the teams win.
when's the last time anybody from NXT fought for the NXT tag team titles and the WWE tag team titles in the same month? That's crazy. But they shouldn't be.
You
They
don't
shouldn't be
have to-
beating the tag team champions. You don't have to.
But that's what I'm
showcase them like
saying. But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be. The match doesn't have to end in a win. It can end in a DQ. That way both teams
But-
come away from it.
You don't have to win.
Nobody looks bad.
You don't have to win every week if you're the champ.
that. Yeah, that's true.
But I think you do, though. I think you've got to establish some sort of dominance. I mean,
You
they're
do
your,
that by
they're your tag
defending-
team champions.
You do that by winning the title matches.
Yeah, maybe the Revival can say they take non-title matches less seriously, and that's why they keep losing. And then when it comes to the big moment, they win. But
You win your title matches, you remain champ.
Okay.
If you lose your non-title matches, doesn't matter.
yeah, but what does this do for Ricochet and Aleister Black? Did they get a title match at Mania now? The Revival don't even have a match at Mania yet.
Well, no, I mean, right now, thanks to NXT,
They're facing
they're facing the War Raiders
Raiders,
at
yeah.
NXT TakeOver.
Yeah,
so-
what the hell are? What the hell is the Revival gonna do? Are they gonna face
Probably nothing.
Bo Dallas? And
They're probably
Curtis
going to be just like, was it last year, where every tag team was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
I don't want that at all.
I mean,
Do
and
you
that's
guys- do you guys
probably.
know who won that?
I don't even remember.
Matt Hardy.
Oh shit!
Do you remember that?
I didn't even.
Last
I don't
year?
remember
I think so.
Oh yeah,
up,
because he
Devin.
came back 2 years ago.
that.
Yeah, maybe.
Was it? It was Broken Matt too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he didn't do shit after that because he got injured, didn't he?
Yeah, but Mojo Rawley didn't do shit. Baron Corbin hasn't done shit.
Well, Baron Corbin won the Money in the Bank that year, but then he lost.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And then the Big Show just won it twice and did nothing.
True.
Big Show won twice.
I think so, didn't he?
No, I thought it was once.
No, I'm
Okay.
looking up
Yeah,
the
because
winners.
Corbin eliminated him in the first
Cesaro,
one.
So this
Big
is
Cesaro eliminated him.
did Braun win?
Braun did
Cesaro,
win.
Big Show, Baron Corbin, Mojo, Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Oh wow.
No Braun. That'll be this year.
All right, so Braun's gonna win this year.
Yeah, Matt
Hey,
Hardy
why
won
not?
last year. Everybody forgot.
Yeah, Braun better eliminate everybody. I'll keep repeating that.
Yeah.
All right, my number 2 moment is Ambrose losing to McIntyre. He got Claymore kicked in the Last Man Standing match, but that match just seemed so like I didn't see a point to it.
He's trying to pick off the Shield one by one.
Yeah,
He's
but it was so
trying to-
anticlimactic of how he won. Like,
Yeah, there was kind of no build up to that ending.
How do he won?
It
just a
almost-
Claymore?
Yeah, but it almost looked like the ref was like, dude, we're running out of time. It's almost 11 o'clock. You need to end this now. Okay, Claymore.
yeah, it was 10:58. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he's got to stand in the ring and look dominant for a minute.
I mean, I agree. I love what they're doing with McIntyre. They're building him up as a top heel right now.
Finally.
He's killing it.
He is killing it.
Him and Joe are killing it on promos, and I just wish Joe was better used, like McIntyre. But moving on, for the first time ever, my number 1 moment is me being at Raw.
You're such a loser.
So that's what he had to
That's
talk
what
about.
He really wrote it down.
I really did write it down.
Wow.
My number 1
Well,
It
moment.
was a good time
Well,
though.
It was
Bodie,
fun, yeah.
see, Bodie was at Raw.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Bodie.
Shout out to Bodie.
Michael
Boo.
Kerr was at Raw.
Oh,
Shout out to
that
Michael
is-
Kerr.
But I had a good time. That was cool. Elias was at on the vignettes.
Mhm.
He was in New York doing the whole thing, and then once Raw went off the air at 11, he comes out and does a fucking promo, and Seth Rollins came out and he wanted Elias to sing with him the Dropkick Murphy song, coming up,
Shipping Up to
Boston.
Shipping up
yeah.
to Boston, yeah.
And then Elias attacked Rollins, and then Rollins got the upper hand and did the curb stomp. But it was a fun night.
What time did you catch main event and stuff?
Yeah, I caught everything. We drove there, so
Good.
it was a good time. During the commercial breaks, I can see why it kills the momentum of the crowd a lot, because there's a lot of dumb shit going
They
on.
just
during
show
the,
fucking video packages
No, it's not even
for
that. They're-
coming to Raw when you're already at Raw.
that, but like they were doing like kids moment. They were having like a bunch of kids on the screen and like doing stuff with them. So they're keeping the kids busy, but like with the adults, it just seems like, hey, we're just here.
Yeah, no,
we're
I
just
see
watching.
that.
Yeah, so it would be cool to like maybe make it for everybody and like what.
So I remember the Raw that we went to as a group. It was just awful. It was just awful, and I'm not gonna go back unless I know it's gonna be good. It was horrible.
I mean, it was cool seeing Kurt Angle's last match in Boston.
That's cool. Yeah.
it was a good match.
They showed the same video package when I went 9 times of the opening
remember
segment.
They showed it
and
like
I was
5
like,
times.
I can't.
It's the only thing that aggravates me about going to Raw.
It was just not a good time, unfortunately.
This Raw was pretty good.
No, you
yeah.
picked a good one.
I at first I wished I was at SmackDown because of AJ versus Kurt, but then it ended in a DQ, so I'm glad I didn't go to that.
Is that in your top 5 moments?
That's
for
not my
SmackDown?
top 5 moments for SmackDown actually. So fuck
Oh,
you.
what is?
Oh, segue.
Segway.
All right, my SmackDown juiciest of the juicy, Devin, top 5.
Devin loves the juice.
He does love the juice.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. Is Shane's promo on The Miz, and then the random duo of Shelton Benjamin. Was it Primo or Epico?
I think it was Primo.
That was Primo. Okay, Primo.
I don't even know what this is.
It was a cologne.
Sanity, and then like the security guards, and Miz was just fighting them all off, and then I don't get the point of them being all out there.
I didn't end up watching that segment.
Yeah, to protect Shane, and like then Shane
Yeah,
just
I
walks
ended
away.
up fast forwarding.
Did they have a stipulation at Mania?
Yeah, it
So
sucks.
falls count anywhere.
The stipulation.
Wait, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. So Shane's gonna jump off something.
Oh, falls count anywhere. Nice.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
end up watching that segment. I saw that Miz added a stipulation, but I didn't read what it was.
I mean, I'm gonna take it back and say the match will probably be pretty good.
No,
Shane,
it will
Shane
be.
usually delivers at Mania.
It will be. Miz going over?
Yeah, Miz.
Better than his Hell in a Cell moment.
No, that will never. I don't think.
Once he
you
jumps
can
off the
top-
fucking Titantron.
Yeah,
I
you
don't see
can't
it.
top
Yeah, but
that.
didn't he already do that?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but
It's
I
like
thought
50
the Hell
now.
in a Cell
Yeah.
match. I thought that was better.
That was a great
That
way
Hell
to
in a
end
Cell
that
spot was
match.
better.
Yeah.
in my
Well,
opinion.
yeah, because in the
That wasn't even the end of the match. He still had to get the shit beat out of him in the ring by Taker.
and the Titantron, he
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
he jumped off it, but he didn't land on anything. He just landed on himself.
Yeah.
On the like the.
He still had to take a tombstone and whatnot
That's
from
true.
Undertaker.
That's
which-
terrifying. That he just jumps off everything and doesn't give a fuck. Like, way to be the boss's son and just over deliver. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, you would never ever have to break a
Kudos to
sweat
Shane.
the rest of your life, and you're doing
Amazing work.
more spots than Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
More spots than everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe not Sabu, but just
Well, Sabu just likes killing himself.
Sabu's a fucking idiot.
Yes, he is.
My number 4 moment is AJ and Angle with Orton coming out. I mean, it's a build up to the Mania match, so I kind of
It was
like
great
it,
to
but
see them in the
yeah.
ring together, even if I don't care that it ended in DQ.
I'm hoping next week it's gonna be a triple threat match between Angle, AJ, and Orton.
No.
Well, I know Rey Mysterio was picked for
Oh.
Raw.
Yeah, so you never know, man. It could be a triple threat.
No, he's gonna get singles matches, Josh.
You never know.
I do.
So you know what's
Just final.
you know what's sad
What?
is that when it comes to input as far as who his final opponents are, he has complete control when it comes to Raw and SmackDown. He didn't have control for WrestleMania.
It's gonna change. It has to. I'm having faith that it's gonna change.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I don't know. My number 3 moment is the Fatal 4-Way getting canceled for the women because I did not want to see any of those 4 women face Asuka.
Yeah, like
And
no
Mania.
offense, but I'm seeing posts like give the SmackDown women a chance, and there's like Lana in the thumbnail, and I'm like,
Yeah, no, I don't give her a chance. To
no,
be on Mania,
she's not a good wrestler.
please.
You know what?
She have a fake leg
Mandy
injury?
I want to
Rose.
save this because we're going to talk about this later.
Okay.
So let's save this.
All right, for another first time ever, I got a tie for number 1 and number 2.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Charlotte versus
Oh wait,
Asuka.
you weren't at. Oh wait, I was gonna say fucking you were at SmackDown, but I forgot
No,
you
that's
weren't.
fine.
And the
Kofi
tag team
Mania and
gauntlet match.
How
Charlotte.
much money do you think I have?
A lot.
No. But yes, it was the Kofi Mania and Charlotte versus Asuka.
Which were both great moments.
I'm going to talk about Kofi Mania first. Thank God they went with that because there's no other wrestler they could have gone with.
It was a great way to. The SmackDown writing is phenomenal.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I don't.
The
see-
Usos forfeiting and stuff, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that
cool.
was a great moment.
Yeah, that was.
You
actually
don't
really
see
cool.
that.
No, and I really feel like that was such an honest moment too.
I
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna get
Yeah.
punished next week for that though.
That's fine.
I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it too.
Maybe like
but
the New Day versus the Usos, and then like loser leaves SmackDown or something.
maybe.
Ooh.
He has another week to punish them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Punish them.
it's
Vince.
true.
They like it.
Peyton.
All right.
All right, so
So-
before we talk about Charlotte, because we're going to transition into this is the question time. And Drew Church, okay, on Twitter,
Boo.
whatever.
No,
He,
I like him. He's cool.
he brought up a great idea. He says, here's an idea for you guys. Charlotte and Asuka are the 2 best women. Shit, dare I say, 2 best overall performers.
You quoting this man's tweet?
Oh, yeah, in the ring in the WWE. Yet another instant classic. But with that being said, he wants us to debate this. And with that being said, there's a couple questions I'm going to ask here. One is, now that Charlotte has won the SmackDown Women's Championship, do you believe that her match at Mania should be a unification match? And if so, right, what does that say about Asuka? Because a year ago, Asuka was in the WrestleMania main event, and she loses the title on SmackDown.
So, a couple things. So, we have next week. Don't forget. We still have another week till Mania. You never know.
But there's no
I'm
automatic
sorry.
rematch clause.
I know, but there was never an automatic Charlotte gets a SmackDown Women's title match clause last Tuesday, and that happened.
Well, they just announced it out of nowhere.
So, I think the WrestleMania match is going to go if Becky pins Charlotte, she's the SmackDown Women's champ. If Becky pins Ronda, she's the Raw Women's champ. If Charlotte pins Ronda, it's unified. If Ronda pins Charlotte, it's unified. Obviously, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's a cool, all on the line kind of stipulation to the match. It's a great way for Charlotte to keep her title and to have Becky beat Ronda for her title. It keeps the two titles separate.
See, I disagree. I think they're going to go with the road of Charlotte keeps the SmackDown title, Becky beats Ronda, and then Charlotte keeps the SmackDown title, and they do a curtain call at the end of WrestleMania with Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky.
What did I say?
I don't fucking know.
I said Becky would beat Ronda, and it's a great way for Charlotte to keep her title safe, and she would have it.
But I'm saying the curtain call.
Yeah, of course. Charlotte has hers. Becky has hers.
But I'm saying it's different.
No, you're not. You piece of shit.
Here's what I think.
Thing I said.
Well, here's what I think.
Don't say the same thing I said.
No. I think, like you said, I think Becky's going to get the SmackDown title.
No.
I mean, the Raw
Becky's
title.
yeah.
Charlotte will keep the SmackDown title. And at WrestleMania 36, they're going to build this up as Charlotte versus Becky.
Yeah, and
for a unification match.
No, they're not going to each hold their title for the next year.
I think that's what they're building to.
Bruh.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what they're building to.
I believe that with all my heart.
His mind.
I believe that with all my heart. But listen, let's get back to this Asuka. All right, because we got to talk about Asuka. And there is no denying that Asuka, listen, the two best wrestlers in the WWE in the female division is without a shadow of a doubt Charlotte and Asuka. Okay?
Yeah, I'd agree.
But has Asuka gotten the short end of the stick?
Oh, absolutely.
And if we're saying that those two are the best two women in the WWE, what the hell does that say about the SmackDown women's division?
That's great.
That's terrible.
Well, no, it's good because they still have decent women there.
The SmackDown
women's? But they
the
completely
Raw
ignored
so much deeper. Oh my god.
Yeah, see the Raw roster, but the SmackDown roster, they looked at it and said. And and everybody knows I like Mandy Rose, whatever.
Oh,
but that would have been, in all honesty, that would have been an awful match to see Asuka versus Mandy Rose.
I read Mandy, Sonya, and Asuka triple threat. That would have been fine, but I mean, maybe even a 4-way or whatever, but with Naomi, or a 4-way with Naomi would have been cool. Asuka versus Naomi would have been fine, in my opinion.
All right, so I got a stupid question for you guys. Do you think Asuka should be added to the triple threat and make a fatal 4-way?
No,
I think you keep it the way it is.
I did think that initially, but no, it has to stay the way it is. It sucks because I do want her to be, but it's just
so confusing of why they would take the title off her.
Defeats the whole build, in my opinion.
Have her lose the night after Mania, not at the 2 weeks before. It takes away everything she's worked for. She hasn't been featured on SmackDown in weeks, and then she comes back for a random ass title match, loses in a great match, but what now?
One of the most phenomenal matches.
But what now?
Sorry, AJ, but that, oh my God, that might have been the best match on SmackDown.
Like you say, she works so hard to be great, and NXT she really learned a lot. Yeah, Asuka. And NXT she learned a lot with the facial expressions, how to showcase her abilities without speaking English. So
look at a year ago.
Yeah.
Look at her and Nakamura, both Royal Rumble winners from last year. Look at them now.
Yeah, true.
And that's another question that I'm going to be asking. Because this time last year, we all know Shinsuke was in that main event.
He should have won
with AJ Styles.
I love AJ, but
from then to now, what went wrong?
He's burnt out.
I don't know.
But that's the thing. They're
It's
saying he's
crazy.
living off his pension,
Yeah, he's burnt
which is just
out.
his money. Whatever the WWE's paying him, he's kind of like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
But like, what went wrong? Like, why?
booking.
Yeah, booking just sucks for him. It's just
See, look at the difference. You have AJ and Nakamura in the title picture for so long, right? They're both now taken out of it. Look at AJ's writing.
well.
He's getting a marquee matchup with Orton at Mania. He's got it going. He's still a main event guy.
That killed his momentum when he turned heel. I mean, I loved his heel turn at first. I
See,
think it was great, but
see,
like
I just
when he was faced, it was the music that got everybody going. It was the match that got everybody like into it. It was just how he acted as a face.
he lost
over
his
the-
momentum when he lost 4 title matches in a row or
But
something.
that-
he should have won the WWE
But that he was a
title.
heel too. But I'm saying
Yeah.
that his mannerisms, everything is kind of gone now from what he was as a face.
He was
Yeah,
such a good face.
and it's so
Yeah.
sad because Shinsuke is one of the best in the business.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And like for him to
such a
like,
Man's greatest.
yeah, and for
import,
him to like,
export.
it just makes me feel.
That's Funaki, but
It just makes me feel like there's a little bit of xenophobia in the WWE.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not calling out the WWE and saying they're, racist, but let's just think about it,
I
right?
mean, a little bit. They've
I mean,
only
think of-
had one real black WWE champion.
Well, not just that, but not just that.
People don't even count The Rock.
But hold on, but not
Booker
just,
T.
World heavyweight champion, not WWE champion, Devin.
yeah, but
Difference. Mark Henry, same thing.
Same thing.
okay, but look at this. Why hasn't Cesaro been a WWE champion? Okay,
I don't know.
why didn't Wade Barrett
Yeah, right?
become a
Awesome.
WWE champion?
Why didn't Joe win?
William Regal.
Why didn't Joe? Why didn't William Regal? Why didn't a lot of them?
Goldust?
I don't know.
Because
There's a little bit of xenophobia in the WWE.
Well, they didn't have.
Like, I'm surprised Sheamus won.
They didn't have.
That was just poor booking.
Yeah, that was just awful at the moment.
He was Triple H's workout buddy.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
basically it.
I guess that works in your favor.
He kept it juicy.
Yeah, you did. All the time. All right, well, we'll move on from this. But my last take on this is that it sucks for Asuka not to be in any match. She earned that WWE SmackDown Women's title,
Mhm.
and that's the bottom line.
The only way they can fix this is if Kofi wins at Mania. Then that's not
Okay.
gonna even fix anything. So
That doesn't fix anything
no,
with
it
Asuka.
doesn't. No.
Well, he becomes the first Black WWE champion.
Yeah, that'd be good for him.
If Asuka won the Mae Young, the Fabulous Moolah
Which
Battle
they don't
Royal,
call it that because they found out that Fabulous Moolah was a pimp.
They didn't find it out. They knew about it.
Well, they
Just
knew.
were
So if
hoping it won't
Asuka,
get
It was
out.
exposed.
If Asuka wins the Women's Battle Royal, is that better than her?
Yeah, but we don't even know if that's happening
Yeah.
because that hasn't been announced.
If it does happen, is her winning that better than her, say, losing the title at Mania?
Not really, because
No.
they haven't announced anything for it.
Yeah, that's what I
just-
mean.
I'm saying if they have the match.
But
No.
they're probably gonna say it at Mania when like all the women are gonna be in there. And they're gonna announce
I'd rather have her lose to Sonya Deville.
it. So what are they calling the Battle Royal now?
It was just a women's battle royal.
Oh, okay. Nothing.
Nothing special.
All right. What does the trophy look like?
I don't even remember, to be
Jesus.
honest. That's how memorable it was. We ran a poll on Twitter. We do this once in a while, and out of nowhere, we had this one poll that had an enormous amount of votes.
Enormous for us.
Yeah.
And exactly, 231.
I had
don't
voted
even-
230.
I don't even know that many people.
But we ran a poll on Twitter asking the fans, now that New England Patriots legendary tight end Rob Gronkowski has retired from the NFL, do you guys want to see him join the WWE? And 61% voted no.
Oh, sure.
Because they're correct.
So now I ask you guys,
Gronk's
do
such an
you
idiot.
want to see him join the WWE?
No.
And
He's
I
not
agree.
he's
Only-
not going to. His
But
back
listen,
is annihilated.
Listen,
How do you take bumps?
I'm going to tell you this story,
Do
right?
it.
Because this
Story
is my
time.
reason. This is my reason for not wanting Gronkowski,
Story
and it's
time.
because he's an asshole.
Uh-oh. I met him. He was nice to me.
He's an asshole.
Why? Why is he an
Listen.
asshole? Tell the story.
When you are
I have a story after.
when
too.
you are a
story
celebrity,
too.
listen, when you're a celebrity, I'm sorry. If you're a sports figure of any nature, you're going to have to expect that a lot of people are going to come up to you. A lot of kids are going to want autographs. I mean, what do you think these WWE superstars go through? And you want to make this guy a WWE superstar who doesn't deserve it? I mean, what has Gronkowski done?
Caught a bunch of footballs.
Yeah, but to make him a WWE superstar, what has he done?
I don't think he physically can. How many back? He's had 2 back surgeries, correct?
Major back surgeries.
He's had major back surgeries,
He can't.
elbow surgery, knee surgery.
He can manage Mojo, but he can't get in the ring and take
I think it's
back
more
bumps.
of like another Pac-Man Jones kind of thing, where he stays on the ropes and his Mojo does all the work.
He can't take bumps, and he can't.
But the thing is, if he takes it seriously, which I don't know if he would. Like, if he went through the Performance Center and went to NXT and did all that shit, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. If you're not a trained professional wrestler, but you're a big name and you go to the Performance Center and you train and you better yourself, that would be cool.
I don't think he physically can.
No, I
don't
don't
think
he
wants
the
to.
thing too. The thing too is
Take it
I don't.
seriously.
But the thing is I don't think he could handle the schedule.
No, I don't either. Maybe like a part-time kind of
like a Brock
attraction,
Lesnar kind of thing, yeah.
but not. No, I don't know.
I bet he wants to, and his mind is in the right place. But his body, I don't think is going to allow him.
So speaking for you guys, calling him an asshole, I met him once at Nike, and he was nice to me. I mean, he shook my hand. He made fun of my Broncos jacket, but he was cool. He was kind of a little dumb, but
a little
bit.
He was staring at my girlfriend at the time's boobs the whole time. So I don't know. He seemed like a nice guy at the time.
All right,
he's a schmuck.
He is a schmuck. So we also ran a poll on Conor McGregor, and we only got 34 votes on this one. But
That's about right.
But 74% voted yes that they would like to see Conor McGregor join the WWE. How about you guys?
He doesn't do anything for me.
Like I said before, go into the Performance Center.
Join in what way?
Well, I mean, I doubt he would join NXT.
No, he would go straight up to the main roster for that.
But I mean, he could do what Ronda did.
He's a different kind of athlete though than Gronk. I mean,
he's used to physical.
Don't get angry and just punch somebody in the fucking mouth and knock them out.
Which he will.
Or throw like a
trolley.
Yeah, a trolley at somebody.
He will 100% do that.
Yeah, he'd probably be like Stone Cold, but in real life, he'll just fuck everything up. To get WWE sued. He'll probably punch a kid in the mouth.
Probably.
Yeah, I could see
whiskey.
that.
He'll be drinking whiskey instead
his
of
proper
beer.
12.
Yeah, and he'll be fucked up. I almost said lit.
I know, right?
What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
I hate myself for that. I was watching some. Did you guys see that news video?
Yeah, it was on Dave and Chuck.
It
was on Dave and Chuck this morning.
Yeah, so that's
this fucking news. Oh my god, dude.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
We should post that onto Twitter because
should.
That is ridiculous.
There is what did it say? 100p chance of lit. What up, squad fam?
That would not make me want to go to school.
Are you studying? Lit?
Yeah.
It was fucking bad.
Apparently.
It was amazing. I cringed.
Yeah, I cried a little bit inside.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
All right. So Sting has said that The Undertaker is the only man in the industry that could resurrect him and bring him out of retirement.
Yes.
Do you want to see this happen?
Yes.
This year?
Not this year, but what about WrestleMania 36?
He only has 3 more years left.
I mean, didn't Sting get like ruptured neck or something? Like, didn't he get
from Rollins?
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, but I heard through the grapevine.
How do you take a tombstone when you're Sting and have a rupture?
Yeah, but I see the thing is I don't think his injury was that serious as we're led to believe it was.
Dude, he got fucking back.
He hasn't been back since.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, but that's been his choice though.
No, he got like
apparently I could have sworn he said that he could return if he wanted to.
I mean, everybody can say that. Edge could have returned and still break his neck and be in a wheelchair. Too.
Yeah, but for one match, I think he could return.
I'm hoping.
Sure. I am hoping too.
They'd have to build it up so well.
But that's why I say WrestleMania 36.
And you can't really fuck up that because they're both just so. If they have creative control in that match, then I would definitely want to.
Which they would, I believe.
Yeah.
Undertaker is the
like
top dog.
Kane in the rafters and Undertaker doing his shit. That would be awesome.
I agree. That would be lit.
I don't think they can do. Yeah, like that. I don't think they could do that with the whole Owen Hart thing anymore. But that would be cool for Sting to be trusted and do his thing.
Yeah, why not? Let him do it. All right, Kenny Omega recently spoke at the C2E2 convention in Chicago.
What's that stand for?
I don't remember. About a potential TV deal for AEW, and he said there are things that have already been put in motion with the TV deal that can't be stopped. That doesn't mean that we're limited to that. I'm still looking at some crazy things to benefit the company and just to keep things interesting and lively. We will still welcome any cool ideas and feedback from the fan base because really it's for you guys in the end. So I'm asking you guys, what advice would you give AEW?
Pyro. I want pyro.
You want
Head.
Sorry.
Stop
Oh
talking about my
my
house.
god. Knock the phone off the wall.
No, I'm just kidding. That phone doesn't work. But
Dial 911.
I'll put it back though.
AEW should.
Pyro's cool. It's so expensive though.
I get that, but it's special. Like,
And you're a Jew, you know that.
well, so is the Jaguar owner, but he can get over it.
But my thing is like advice as far as like,
Jaguar owner is Jewish, actually.
you know, like, yeah, like one night, you know, should they avoid trying to directly compete with the WWE?
No, don't mention him. Don't mention them at all. Don't even speak about them.
No. But I mean, like,
don't see
picking the
what-
night that you have your TV
Oh
show.
no, absolutely not. TNA made that mistake.
A Saturday night would be fine.
Yeah,
Not
Tuesday
not
or-
too late.
Tuesday
Like,
or SmackDown moves to Friday.
yeah, not at 10 o'clock or something. Like I don't want to. If it's a weekday, like I love Raw, but I'm not staying up until past
Well, it's
11
because you
o'clock.
go to bed at 9
Yeah,
o'clock,
Devin, you're
8
old.
o'clock.
You're
Not-
older than Ed.
The
I
usual
know.
working class people who have to like get
I'm
up
a
at
working
like.
class person, and I
I'm
wake
saying
up.
like a 9 to 5.
I work a 8 to 6.
Do you stay up past 11 to watch
Yes.
Raw? It is not worth it at all.
I stay up past 1:30 sometimes and
Oh
wake
well,
up.
all right. Well, I
Well,
don't like.
because he's an animal.
I don't like getting 4 hours of sleep on a
I
work
don't either,
night,
but I can't sleep sometimes.
a typical 11:15 is too late on a work night in my opinion. I think that's silly, especially when the payoff half the time isn't worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
United, what do you think? You think 2 hours?
I think a 2-hour show,
That's perfect.
and I think on a Saturday night would be awesome.
8 to yeah.
Bring
I
back
agree.
that classic Saturday
A
night
Tuesday
wrestling.
and Saturday,
Yeah, maybe.
2 shows,
Yeah, maybe.
and definitely showcase your young talent. Don't put too much energy into Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho because they don't need it. Like they're
Mhm.
already there. Everybody knows who they are.
Not
show-
just that, but you know what else I don't want? I don't want them to only showcase Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like I don't
No,
want it to
I
be.
don't
I don't
think
want it to be their
no,
show.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
That we need new faces. We need new wrestling.
And that's the point of this company. They've signed people who I've never heard of,
yeah, and
which is it's awesome.
give the wrestlers creative control. Let them write their promos. If they need help on it, obviously help them write them. But like, give them ability to build their characters and just know who they are. Like, this is different from who you are as a person. Like, you're playing a completely different person. So it's so difficult to get into that mindset. You really need to just know who you are as that character. Like, it's like acting. Like, it's crazy. Like, these guys do this all fucking year. They just need to really let them be who they want to be.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Develop the talent because that's what's going to make your company thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see, being the elite all the time.
Yeah, no. It'd be a great like faction kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like-
Like having an established faction, but
I think they
let
should
some of these
feud.
young guys
They should
like.
feud on screen. That'd be cool.
Yeah, either that or like make it like an NWO thing, but don't do overkill and have everybody join.
Yes.
Exactly. So years ago, when Cody Rhodes and Goldust had that rivalry, you guys remember,
Oh, that was great.
which resulted in one match. I'd always said that I wanted to see the rematch, and with his 90-day no-complete clause set to expire in May, what are the chances we see Goldust versus Cody at Double or Nothing?
He hasn't been released.
He has been released. It's official.
Goldust?
No, not
Goldust
yet.
has been
Where'd you
released.
read
Look
that?
at
Where did you read that?
right on Still Real to Us.
Really?
Yeah, he has been released, and his 90-day
I need to look
contract expires in May.
Because I heard his contract's expiring and that.
No,
that
the
would-
90-day no compete clause.
No, but I'm saying I heard his 90-day. I mean, I heard his contract expire with WWE, and that you don't need to wait 90 days to.
No, so apparently he has to.
All right, let me look that.
Well,
up
you
real
look
quick.
that up, but would you want to see that match?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I
that'd be
think
awesome.
Goldust. The last time he wrestled, he was so fast. Like he was he seemed really young.
I'll never forget Cody and Goldust versus the Shield.
Yeah.
With Dusty in their corner, that was unbelievable.
My phone's at 1%, so.
How?
Because I haven't been charging it. Shit. Leave me alone. I'm gonna look up Goldust real quick. It should come up.
Goldust's new contract has reportedly expired.
So he doesn't need the 90 days.
You don't need a 90-day compete
but according
clause
to
if your contract expires.
but according to this,
mine says expiring, not expired.
Yeah, well, mine says expired.
Report. Yeah, I don't know.
So the contrasting reports, but
he can't even be Goldust in AEW, can he? Does he own the character?
No, I think he'd be like Dustin Runnels.
Yeah, I think that's what he would be. But
I
want to see it.
I honestly hate when people bring up Black Rain for him because that was just such a dark time in his life that like he does not want to ever do that again.
I don't remember
Black Rain. Yeah, with him and that other dude. What was his name? Manic? Like Killer backwards or something?
Manic was TJP and Christopher.
No, I'm thinking of the other guy with like he's like a devil mask.
Suicide,
and shit.
Right?
No. This guy was Killer backwards or something.
Relic.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
I couldn't figure it out.
Backwards.
I couldn't figure it out.
Wow.
Dude,
yeah, who was Relic?
Because I was trying to figure out his name. I didn't realize that. Like I was trying to think of it was Killer spelled backwards. I was thinking about it all day.
I mean, Black Rain was a cool.
It was a cool character, but it was such a dark time in his life that he just doesn't want.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to revisit.
He was overweight back then. He was depressed. Yeah, he's sober now, so
definitely
be Dustin.
Cody versus Goldust would be great.
Yeah,
all right. Dustin. So
brother
I have
versus brother. They could build it as brother versus brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So call Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes and do that up.
Yeah, why not? So I have a list of 15 wrestlers that haven't been on TV in a while.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Sure.
Does Cody Rhodes have a opponent at All In 2?
He does not.
At All In 2 or
Double or Nothing?
Or Nothing.
No, but there was a little teaser of like.
Could it be Goldust?
There was a teaser.
Well, that's
and
the teaser.
Yeah.
Out.
Could it be Goldust?
I think it is.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, so.
Definitely could.
Ooh. So the list of 15 wrestlers that haven't been on TV is the Colognes, Heath Slater, the B Team, Aiden English, Sin Cara, Authors of Pain, Alicia Fox, and John Cena. Out of these names, pick 3 that you think will be competing at WrestleMania 36 in Tampa, and 3 that'll be in the unemployment line.
Does a tag team have to be?
No, you can separate them.
If
you want.
As AOP for 2. And then John Cena for another for next year, being at WrestleMania next year.
Okay.
Alicia Fox not being back.
It's the best thing that ever happened to this company.
Exactly.
Heath Slater, I don't think.
Cena, of course, and
I think he'll be.
I do like Aiden English.
Well, Aiden English found his thing as the 205 Live.
Yeah, so I don't think he's gonna get released.
I don't think so either.
I think Heath Slater might not be back next year, and I heard Sin Cara just signed a contract, but then he argued it. So I'm thinking Sin Cara is going to be gone by next year also.
Okay. Yeah, I would say John Cena and probably
Authors of Pain.
Yeah, would be the 3 for next year.
They're injured. One of them's injured.
And I just think Sin Cara, Alicia Fox, and I would say Michael McGillicuddy.
Dude, his promo from NXT was the best ever.
Yeah, it was.
The worst promo ever cut.
No, it's the greatest. I'd put it on one of the episodes, so.
I'll put it on in this episode too.
Put it at the end.
Because why not?
Should be every intro.
I want to talk about a couple things because those are the questions before we get into the 5-star moments of the week. So Buff Bagwell recently went on, and I don't understand how he says he's still in the wrestling business. That's beyond me.
He's such a bum.
Dude, he was the final WCW championship match with Booker T.
And he's a bum. So anyways, he made a comment that nobody knows who the Young Bucks are. Nobody knows who Cody Rhodes is, even though they outsold the WWE in T-shirt sales. Okay? We know that for a fact. And then you have superstar Billy Graham, who's the original version of Hulk Hogan.
Racist.
Right?
That rant was so moronic.
Him and Hogan are racist, so they go together.
Yeah, and he made fun of Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. Thoughts?
Yeah, and you say, who wants to see these two 100-pound people go
Yeah,
at
140 pound,
Shut
45
up.
pound people
Isn't-
collide.
Finn's gonna be there. I mean, half their roster is guys.
it.
But I
Yeah,
think,
it
but I
doesn't
think that's
matter
superstar
anymore.
Billy Graham's problem with.
See,
It's
this
his
is why I
mindset.
like wrestling so much now more than it was before, because like the guys are so much more athletic now. They're not
Listen,
all from during the steroid era.
don't
I
want
mean,
big
these guys
sweaty
couldn't.
men.
These guys couldn't fight.
but listen, dude, one day I was like, I got to look back at some of these old school matches, right? And legit, all they do is clothesline.
No, the wrestling portion is
You know,
I
horrible.
mean, it's more like a fight, like a fake fight than like a regular.
I mean, it's
wrestling
ridiculous
match.
because it's just, all right, let me hit you with a clothesline, let me punch you, let me body slam you, and then pin you for the 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
That's
look
legit their matches. I don't know why superstar Billy Graham is even complaining,
But
because these guys could run
That's the
circles
era.
around him.
But
Grew
look
up
at
in.
what the two best wrestlers of the past era, and they fought in WCW. It was one of the worst matches ever between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Like, look at that, and then look at the best wrestlers right now, and think about how great of a match they could put
It
on.
doesn't matter about size
No,
anymore.
I know it doesn't, but I'm saying that it's just.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying that like,
He needs to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, he's-
Times change. He's just an old.
and they have
He's
changed
just
for
an
the
old
better.
bitter man. And listen, here's the thing. I love the Attitude Era. It will always be
I agree. Attitude Era is
considered the
great.
greatest era of professional wrestling.
I like the ruthless aggression era too.
But my
Yeah,
thing
well,
is we're about to witness some great wrestling next week at WrestleMania 35.
Oh my god.
And I think we are so lucky to have the amount of talent that is in this business. I mean, we could even go as far as NXT and Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano.
I mean, look at the NXT takeover, and if you want to see old school wrestling, you're gonna see Pete Dunne versus Walter. If you want to see new school,
Oh,
you're gonna see Adam Cole
I
versus
agree.
fucking Johnny Gargano, and then you got everything in between.
yeah. There's a
The
fine
women, the
line.
women are excellent now. Like it's
There's a fine line between like flippy shit and two huge guys going at it, which I'm sure is what he thinks is gonna happen. Is just like flips and stupid shit. But like Brian and Kofi are gonna tear the house down
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the
they
two
are.
smallest people on the card. I don't care.
and we make fun of Sunny sometimes, but like Sunny as the original diva,
Jailbird.
as the original diva, she did what she had to do to be put over, and now she's kind of the character that she played in WWE, which she lost herself with drugs and drunk driving and all that shit. So,
Which is a shame because
Yeah.
the WWE has reached out to her
yeah, so
on
it's just,
numerous occasions. So it's sad. Sonny, get some help.
it's because she I think it's just because she got lost in like her fame. Like she doesn't know who she is anymore because like that's how women were treated back in the day. So she just kind of went with it.
I agree.
I'm guessing something bad happened back in the day too, because
Probably.
yeah,
Well, probably the death of Chris Candido
Yeah, that
probably
kind of-
hit her hard.
yeah, and other stuff.
Yeah, true. And she dated Shawn
I
Michaels.
have no doubt she was a part of the Me Too movement in some way.
Probably. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna get into our 5-star moments of the week. Devin, what was your 5-star moment of the week?
5-star.
5-star.
Kofi Mania.
All the
Yeah.
way?
Oh yeah. Kofi's official announcement that he's fighting Brian at Mania. Thank you, Big E and Xavier, for running the gauntlet.
How good of a match do you think it will be between Brian and Kofi?
Match of the night.
Wrestling, excitement, story, everything, 5 stars.
Ooh.
I'm giving it
I agree. I think this could be a
From
5-star.
Aspects. Yeah. It hits you at what do you love about wrestling?
Everything.
Everything that they're going to give us.
Yeah.
The storyline, the underdog story, the baby face that you can, he can do anything. Oh, that means I can do anything.
It could go great in both ways for both guys, because if Brian wins, he's going to be one of the
The
greatest
biggest
heels to
piece
heel.
of shit
Yeah.
to ever walk the earth.
And if Kofi wins, it's going to be the greatest babyface, one of the greatest babyface moments of all time.
Yeah.
And a well-deserved moment.
Definitely, he's been waiting, like you said,
11 years.
11 years.
Waiting 11 years for this shit.
He deserves
That's
it.
All right,
So
JJ.
that's gonna hit me on all sides.
My 5-star juiciest moment of the week.
Christ.
Charlotte and Asuka. They put on a great match. Charlotte winning. Just confusing me with Asuka. Obviously, we talked about this. Asuka, just please do something important at Mania. Like Vince, let her do something. Like maybe attack Charlotte after the Mania match, and she goes heel. And didn't she do like a dark like zombie or clown thing back in her old days?
In Japan?
Yeah, as a heel.
I believe so.
Yeah, if she brings back that heel character, that'd be amazing. Like kind of like a Rosemary kind of thing from TNA.
Yeah. Well, they're thinking that Su Yung is somehow gonna make an appearance somewhere,
In
but I don't.
WWE?
I guess that's what I've been.
She's in TNA.
I know, but I've been reading that somewhere.
That's weird. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kyrie Singh would be.
I don't know. I read about Su Yung,
realistic, but
yeah, no, but I mean, I think you're right. I just think that Asuka deserves a hell of a lot more than she's getting.
Absolutely.
Just give her something at Mania.
Yeah.
Let her ruin the curtain call or something.
That was a pay-per-view quality match.
Yeah.
She
on
came out
SmackDown.
and beat the shit out of all four of them.
Yeah,
with the
that'd
curtain
be
call.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Or
that would be cool.
she builds like a stable up or something. Yeah.
All right. Well, my 5-star moment of the week was the promo between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole.
Wow.
Right? Because it brought a lot of emotions out of people. Johnny Gargano talking about how he was rejected by the WWE. It got Chuck Taylor to
Which one?
to comment.
Which Chuck Taylor?
Chucky T.
Chucky T, come on,
Sexy
man.
Chucky T.
Stokely Holloway won his name.
Okay,
You guys
I'm
know-
sorry.
Hathaway.
I didn't know that.
Not Holloway. But yeah, he won the name, so I was confused.
Gargano has to win it.
But I just think that's fun, and I love how
That's gonna be another
Adam Cole.
thing. Like that and Kofi, he's just crazy.
We're gonna be talking about
But I
those two
don't-
matches. I'm telling you right now.
I can see Kofi winning, but I can also see Adam Cole winning, and it's upsetting me.
You mean
Why?
Gargano winning?
No, I can see Adam
Undisputed
Cole
Era.
winning.
You said Kofi.
Yeah, I'm saying I want Kofi and Gargano
okay.
to win the both underdog face stories.
I thought you got Kofi.
Not me.
I
Not
100%
me.
see Kofi winning, but I don't see Gargano winning. Like
No,
I can
I don't
see
either.
it 50-50.
I don't either.
Right?
I'm leaning
agree.
75-25% in
And that's
favor
what makes
of
it
Adam
so
Cole.
good is that if Gargano wins, it'll be
Because
such a fucking
no,
Yes.
but listen, you can't have two straight, underdog stories like that.
Why not?
Of course you can. They're
Nah,
two
come on,
different
Adam
companies.
Cole, baby.
2 nights away.
Yeah, it's
No
I
way.
can see Gargano winning because
if Gargano loses, Kofi has to win.
Exactly.
I can see Gargano winning to further the Gargano Ciampa feud one last time, but I can also see
No,
Cole
you know
winning
what? I
for
look
the
at- listen.
Undisputed Era push.
What if fucking
Listen.
Ciampa comes out and costs
Ciampa.
Gargano the match, and then he's just on commentary until he recovers?
Listen,
That'd be cool.
has to be in a
like
classic
Triple H
box.
said,
Seriously.
dream matches sometimes happen and then sometimes they don't, and those dreams end. Gargano Ciampa is over.
No, it's not. We're gonna have 4.
It's
We're
over.
having
In
Gargano
NXT
Ciampa 4.
No way. In
We need at
NXT,
least
it
10 of
is
them.
over.
We need one more.
No way.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
Adam
bro.
Cole all the way, baby.
I mean, Adam Cole can win,
Yeah,
but
he
we're
can
still
win.
gonna get
That's fine.
Gargano and Ciampa.
Yeah, but not for the title.
No, this
Doesn't
is
matter.
like 6 or 7 months away when
Gargano
Tommaso
Ciampa
comes back.
Yeah.
4.
But I think Tommaso's just gonna debut on Raw. I don't see him coming back to NXT after he returns.
That's what I'm
It'd be a
saying.
good surprise.
Yeah,
definitely
it'd be cool. I mean, if he came out for one more night to attack Gargano and
It
they had
just
one more
sucks
match,
he's not gonna be a takeover.
yeah, I'm sad about that.
Would we have gotten Gargano Ciampa 2 out of 3? Do you
Yeah,
think?
that's what they were saying. Yeah,
That's what.
yeah,
That's like
Just to
3
make it
more
more
matches.
definitive.
yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'll watch them wrestle
What
each
do you
other
guys
the
think
rest
of
my life.
Roderick Strong's wife possibly joining Undisputed Era? You hear about
That's
that?
interesting. Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe she.
She's
Does
the
something.
I
best.
would
She's the
rather
better of the
Shayna
two.
Baszler.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler?
Yeah, Shayna Baszler wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Jasmine Duke is just not.
Well, I think.
Oh, she's awful.
Yeah.
So I think it's just gonna be his.
She needs
What's her
to
name? I always say his wife. But
Marina
Shafir.
Shafir.
Shafir. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for saying.
Yeah, we're
wife.
sorry for butchering your name.
She's not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people are, and they get upset because it's 2019.
And we can't be xenophobes, so.
Yeah.
But,
Word of the
You
night.
can't be sexist.
That's it. All right, so that is going to do it for us here at 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eddie, and as always with me,
Juicy Josh. Keep it juicy.
and that is all for us. We will see you guys for episode 10, the WrestleMania special.
5 star. Number 10.
Bye.
Bye.
50 stars.
Oh, I did number 4, you idiot.
What was 4?
I don't
The
remember.
Miz promo.
What was 5?
The Miz promo.
Fuck you. Alright, so what was 4?